This is Joe Askins from YoChicago.com and NewHomeNotebook.com, standing at the intersection, where are we, Damon and Leland?
Leland, yeah.
I'm with Eric Rojas of Rubloff. About 20 months ago, we determined. You and Joe Zekas met up right here, I believe, and took a trip around Ravenswood. A lot's happened in 20 months. or in some cases, maybe a lot hasn't happened.
Correct.
Thought maybe it was time to get back out here and take a look around.
Sure.
So we're going to kind of walk around here and see what there is to see, and maybe pick your brain a little bit about just how the market is here in Ravenswood and what's been going on.
Okay. Well, we're in the what I would consider the north end of Ravenswood. If you go a little north of here and hit Foster, at sort of the border, the 5200. We're at 4600. So really the heart to the north end is where we'll be looking.
Right.
Ravenswood, I think what most people consider the actual neighborhood, if you live there, is basically Ashland to Damon, where we're standing. If you get west of Damon, most people would consider it Lincoln Square.
Right.
But technically it does go west of Damon. And then from north to south, you're looking at Foster at 5200 all the way back to Montrose at 4400 north. So that's what I consider Ravenswood. I think a lot of people that live here would consider that as well. So we're going to look at mostly the north end and see what happened in the last 2 years. It's been pretty stable, not a ton of changes, a few successes. I think just as a market standpoint, we'll talk more a little later, it's done well. It's been a very stable neighborhood as far as pricing. New construction and new construction resales that were built and that resold have done pretty well, mostly, I guess. And then
it's a busy intersection.
So we'll talk about it, but nothing extremely crazy has gone on. But we'll revisit a couple of buildings that didn't get built and still haven't been built, which will be interesting in the future to see what happens with those lots. And then we'll see again a couple of the successes that have been built and a couple of interesting single-family homes, I think.
All right.
All right, Joe, I'm just taking you down one of my favorite streets is Giddings and the Ravenswood Lincoln Square kind of border. And the reason I'm doing it is this is one of our favorite streets to walk down. There's beautiful homes, and one of the homes here is actually a Rubloff listing, so it's not a plug, but it's one of my favorite homes. I watched them convert this 2-flat into a single-family home over the last couple of years, and now this year it went on the market. We can, if you want to step out, maybe we'll take a look in a second, but I guess if we're talking about the market in the area, this is the top dog in Ravenswood. It's a $1.8 million home. There may be something else right now more, but I don't think so. It's about a 35 wide lot. I think it might go 150 back. But for a home that's not a double lot, I think it's the top dog. Beautiful home, gorgeous, no doubt about it. My favorite house, but I think it represents the top of the market in the area.
Okay.
And again, we're at Giddings between Hamilton and Sealy, and we're about 3 blocks from the heart of Lincoln Square, which is actually called Giddings Square, where the retail and restaurants are. So that's the location. So if you can get anywhere within 4 blocks of that, that's probably your top of the market in this area of the Ravenswood Lincoln Square border.
Okay. All right.
Coming down Giddings still, I think this is another important home to look at. It's an agent, James Miller, who's does a lot in the area. He's done a lot of the new construction listings. Beautiful kind of American Foursquare. It's a frame home as opposed to what we just saw was a brick conversion of a 2-flat. This was a new construction home. Originally, when these were built, there was quite a few built in and around the area, very similar model. They would sell in the 1.3 to 1.4 range pretty easily. This has been on the market quite a long time. It sort of missed the boat. I think people really have to come off that $1.4 million number for this type of home. Again, a little wider lot, a little longer lot, but not a double or anything. I think the highest sale in the 4-block area in the past year was a brick home, masonry home, beautiful, a little wider lot than this, just up the street on for about I think it was a 1.2 and a half range. And then there was another one that just squeaked in around the 1.4, but they were brick homes, that get a little more value there. So,
sure.
But yeah, so this is sort of an example of what's going on. Originally priced in the 1.4 range. I don't know where it is now. They've reduced the price, but you just can't do that anymore. I think if you build a new home, it's going to have to be, you're gonna have to try to get it under that 1.1 if it's on anything near a standard lot.
Okay.
Most homes sell under $1 million that are new construction now, resale. So,
all right.
Like if it was built in the past 4 or 5 years and someone resells, it's gonna go under $1 million now.
How long have you said that one's been on the market now?
It's easily, fully built for a year.
Okay.
So they kind of got the end there, and then it's not happening.